All right, guys and gals. So Lori asked if I was going live over on Colin's stream. So I thought, okay, I'll go live for a little bit here. Um, that's okay. Don't expect much. Probably going to talk to my buddy Billy on the phone. So I may be in and out of the chat. I may be out of it a lot. But please bear with me. Hey, Lori. How you doing? Hope you're well. You and Finn. And the flea bags. Ontario Homestead. Hmm. Not lime. Why the hell does it correct to lime? Jeez. Why does it do that? I don't really know. Don't know why. I don't know why. So anyways, Lori, the answer is yes. Only going live because you asked. Billy's waiting to call, but he's waiting on the ladies to get their stuff looked after. So hey, Secret Pepper, that's okay. Don't give it a second thought. I'm in the middle of a bunch of stuff. I put this live stream up for Lori because she asked if I was going live after Colin over at Kincaid Outdoors live was done, and just thought I'd throw it up. I'm actually waiting on a call from my buddy Billy, which I may have to field while we're live, so we'll just kind of take it as it comes. How you doing, Secret? Go ahead and chime in on that. Annadale. $273. Wow, that's cheap. Sam, Lori asked me if I was going to go live. So I thought, okay, there you go. There's a live stream for Lori. I'm waiting on a phone call here. I'm not going to promise anything here. This is a random live stream. Waiting on a phone call from a brother. All right, so just bear with me. All right. So what's going on, guys and gals? How you doing? Wait a second, ask more. Hey, Sam, you good? Yeah, hot in Texas. Not so remote. There you are again. Here we go again. Yeah, South Florida, yes. That would seem to be the case. Nothing special. This is just a random live stream because Lori asked if I was going live. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good. I had a busy day and saw lots of really good content producers produce some good content. It was freaking awesome. And been on some live streams. Had my own live stream. It was freaking awesome. And stupid humans. Yeah. Oh, that's more. Yeah. Let the games begin. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, whatever. We're not going to be up here long. Terribly long. But this live stream is for Lori. So maybe she chimes in. Maybe she doesn't. She probably got a flea bag on her head. Maybe she needs to get up, and I don't know about that. Don't know anything about that. But it's up here for her to see, her to watch. All you guys want to participate, got questions, ask them, whichever. Yeah, you don't have to water the gardens today. I got rained on big time here today. I don't have to water anything. But you know what? When you get rained on, perfect freaking time to go out and pull weeds. Definitely. Loosens the soil up, and yeah, they just pop right out. And sometimes I just use my side cutters for the big ones. Just snip right at the bottom and bump, gone. Shawnee, look at you. Welcome. Happy Monday. And Adele, you know what? It flattened out my potatoes a little bit, and I think it didn't do too bad a job. I think they'll stand up again, no problem. But I asked Maury, you know what? I need to have a conversation about my folks, or sorry, with my folks regarding that, because my inclination is to go to my folks' place. Okay, they got 7 acres. Um, it could be easily homesteaded in many different ways. They're aging. It would be a way to keep them on their homestead without them having to go to like old folks' homes and such, right? Uh, so, if that's a thing, like it needs to be talked about, of course, right? We got to spit that, have a conversation about it, right? Um, in lieu of that, I'm looking at going. I'm looking at going 5 hours, 6 hours north of here. Hey, Lori, there you are. Jean A, yeah, I got a brother. My brother is metal for breakfast. He's stuck down in Michigan because of stupid laws. We're not going to get into that right now. You want to know about the stupid laws? You go ask metal, okay? But what I can't do is I can't stay down here in the city doing what I'm doing, just paying someone else's uh, mortgage or flipping them all the money. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a Northern Girl and we've been talking. There's real estate up there that goes for cheap. You know, she got places up there. Not very much, but hey, Tammy, how you doing? She got places up there. Real estate is for sale. It's might be 3/4 of an acre or a little parcel of land, whichever, with a tiny small house on it for like 50 grand. It's like, 50 grand? I think if I worked my ass off, I could probably put like 50% down on that and, go up there and like pump gas for a living or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing down here, paying for someone else's retirement or whatever is beyond me because it's all I can do to work enough to make all that money to cover my fuel and my insurance and my rent and all that stuff. And I got nothing down here. Nothing. Been here, was it 9 years now? I got 100K into this. Yeah, kitties would be cool for sure. Hey, what's up, Bulldog? Yeah, Arizona. I didn't expect to be on. Lori prompted me. We were over on another live stream over on Kincaid Outdoors. My buddy Colin. She was over there and she asked if I was going on after. Well, I wasn't really going on after, but seeing as she asked, guess what? Do you know what, Tammy? It really will be a leap, but I have to talk to my folks first. Okay, get this, guys and gals. Let me share this with you, okay? My kids, they came over a couple weeks ago. We hadn't seen each other in freaking near a year. Before Christmas was the last time, because all this COVID crap. All right. And the idea we all got thrown around was, maybe we can get together and buy GMA and GPA's place, let them stay there until their dying days so they don't have to go into a retirement home or nothing like that. Maybe we can work the land to, grow enough lettuce to sell, or enough berries or potatoes or yellow beans or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? None of us are getting any younger. 100%. Cabin in the woods. Good evening. Look at you. Welcome. It's good to see you. So anyways, my kids and I are talking about that. We have not talked to my folks about it. So that's a subject to be broached. Okay. So, and I mean, to be honest with you, the whole of all of us haven't ever been really that close. It's not like we hate the other. It's just like we're so far distant and we just don't get together much. But, I mean, I think that's one of the best plans I can think of. Maybe if me and the kids could go there, do something like raise some chickens and maybe some poultry, eggs, sell those out, all that stuff, with vegetables and fruits. And I mean, we can make jams. I know how to make jam and sell that, right? To try and provide a way, we can stay there, plus provide for our folks, right? Goodness gracious, not so remote. Okay, hang on a second. Wait. Not so remote. Can you go ahead and I'm sure that 320 feet is your interior living. What are you doing on the outside there? You must be doing something. COVID sure hasn't helped, Tammy. Multi-generational housing. Yeah, absolutely, Laurie. You got a big house down there, and I mean, you, Finn, and his wife and children would be a freaking blessing, right? So, like, I kind of threw the idea out there to my folks, and didn't seem like they were nibbling, but I didn't really throw it at them too hard. Oh, your GMA taught you how to sew. Come live. Now, okay, I used to go up and live with my GMA in summers as well. She never taught me how to sew, but she taught me an awful lot of things, for sure. Yeah, stick with family if you can. So that's kind of the primary idea. But if my folks aren't takers, I'm not sure what my folks got planned. Okay, like maybe my moms and pops got it planned that once one passes, maybe it's in the will that the property gets sold to lend the rest of the money to the remaining member as far as their their upkeep and whatnot for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I don't know how it goes. So, I mean, yeah, deja vu. Woo, 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 Stu. How you doing, bro? So, Johnny, yeah, that's exactly it. And, that's one of the things I'm concerned about is them losing their independence. Them having their independence is important all day long, and that will keep them young and alive as long as possible. If a person has a thought process where they're thinking about, it's like, okay, hang on a second, I'm aging and I'm ailing. Okay, now I'm going to go into a home. You know what? Their mental fortitude, their mental thought process is going to freaking tank. You know what? Yeah, not so remote. Yeah, go on ahead. Yeah, 100%. Now, I had to resubscribe to Not So Remote. I will tell you that. People are getting knocked off of everyone's subscriptions, I'll tell you. But yeah, like, barring, hey, well, how you doing? Do you know what? Barring, me and the kids uh, sort of piling in to buy my folks' place. Oh, well, goodness gracious. Guys and gals. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. We have Mr. Tom. Deep Southbound with Mr. Tom is in the chat. Mr. Tom, what we're talking about is we're talking about me being down here in the city doing nothing but paying rent on some place that's just paying somebody else's mortgage or whichever. Now, me and the kids, we got together and we had a little talk, a little chinwag about maybe buying mom and pop's place while they're still on it, and leaving them there to live and live out their life, so that they don't have to go to a old folks home or whatever. And we're talking about homesteading on the land to like sell out vegetables and what else, jams and anything else we can do to pay to pay for that and to make it possible, so that my folks don't have to go into an old folks home. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Tom? Yeah, go on ahead and say a nice hello to Mr. Tom. All you here in the chat, please go on ahead and do so. Mr. Tom is a very fine Southern gentleman and a very good friend of mine. Extending the nuclear family, yeah. And I think we should get back to that. So we're kind of talking about that. We're throwing that idea around, and if that idea is rejected, because my pops is very proud, and whoa, Mr. Tom, did he kind of poop on me every time last year when I brought him and my mother up bucket loads of food and provisions and stuff like that, so that maybe they don't have to go out. I was trying to protect them, right? But man, did my pops poop on me. A little bit about that. I think his feelings were a little bit hurt. I think he took it maybe as I thought he couldn't provide for my mom. That's not even a thing. Not even that at all. I just wanted them both to stay safe, right? Lisa Divine, hello, welcome. So, I mean, my pops got it all wrong, okay? Oh, Lori. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Do you know what? Okay, Lori, let me just hang on a second, guys and gals. I'm so sorry. I'll just give me a second here. I'll be right back, okay? But Lori, I want to chime in on what you just said there. There. Let go. Okay, Lori. All right, Lori, I'd like to chime in on that. For sure, for sure. Make it like they're helping us, okay? And you know what? That may be the way to go with it for sure. Because you want a grilled cheese. I can't do that just now here, girl. But make it like how they're sort of going to help us. It'd kind of be like that, but it also kind of be like helping themselves. I think. I mean, like leaving a like a dynasty, not a dynasty, but actually leaving something for their lineage. You know, it's nothing special. It's a low-lying piece of land. They can't use the water out of there. They got to bring in water. So I mean, we can make filters and we can make the water well. That's okay. But I think the best way to approach it might be definitely that they'd be helping us, and that the land would not be lost due to being sold to take care of, you know, obviously my mother or my father, one of the two is going to pass first. A legacy, yes. Obviously my mother or my father is going to pass first. So whichever one is left is going to need care, or going to need to go somewhere else. And are they going to have to sell that property to make sure that that care takes place? All the things. Hey, how you doing? Well, you know what? My son and my daughter and myself, we could all throw in there, make sure it gets paid for so that they're looked after right into they can pass at their own home, in their own bed. Not that, that's a terrible thing to think about, but I mean, they won't have to go into a home who's ever left, whether it be it my mother or my father. And the property will not only be left to the legacy, myself, their grandchildren, but to metal as well, because I mean, we would be obliged to buy metal out of his portion. We would be obliged to. Barefoot in Alaska, how you doing? Welcome again. I have a brother who's down in Michigan. He can't do diddly squat about coming up here north of the border and doing nothing. However, I see him as my equal. Well, he's my older brother, so definitely my equal. And I would owe him. I would not be able to do anything other than what my mother charged me with, insofar as how do you call that? Seeing to her will. And I'm a responsible enough person. I'm not a liar nor a thief. If it was something owed to my brother, I would see that it happened that way. Please recap. Okay, Lisa Divine, we're just talking about, we're spitballing here about, my kids and I are talking about, all right, hang on a second. Let me go back and, Laura, you talking about the recap thing? Yeah, I was just doing that there. Hey, Yogi. All right, so my kids and I are talking about getting together to possibly buy my parents' place. Now it would have to be made suitable, and I have those skills. We can make all the rooms and such. My young lad would need a room. I would need a room. A daughter, of course, yes, she would need a room. I can do all that sort of construction type stuff, or make an addition onto whatever it is, and then if we want to build raised beds or greenhouses or chicken houses or whatever, we could do all that. I have those skills. the whole idea is, the general consensus, anyways, between my children and I, the idea is to keep my folks on their land. When they're failing in health and they need a hand, well, might be 2 or 3 of us around be able to help with that. And if a nurse has to come in or whatever, whichever, that's okay too. Try and manage it as might best be able. However, between my son, my daughter, and myself, to enrich their lives, yes, Lori, to help keep them on the property on which they love, we could do that. Like, I would hate to see either of them go to a home. Hate. I don't like that word hate. I strongly dislike that word hate. I don't use it a lot. Guys and gals, you know that. Well, Shawnee, I think it's good. I think things are headed back that way because, to be honest with you, the price of stuff is unrealistic for okay, I had a conversation with my son and my daughter. Now my son, he's a good, young, smart, professional man, okay? He makes prosthetic limbs for a living. All right? So he ain't got no slouch at any kind of job. He does good things. He's a good boy. But he's underpaid for sure. Okay? There's no way he will ever be able to buy a house. No way I could ever conceive of buying a house unless I moved hundreds of miles north. Hang on a second. Wait. Mr. Tom just chimed in. I want to just have a little read here of what Mr. Tom said. Case in point, my father owned the second largest mountain, North Carolina. Siblings asked mom and dad what they were going to do with it when they passed. I just like to keep the land until my folks pass and maybe keep it on again for my kids. And if I got to pay my brother metal out, that's okay. Whatever he's warranted in the will, absolutely, 100%. Little I'm sorry, guys and gals, if I missed a bunch of chat. I do apologize. Into a natural trust. Okay, Mr. Tom, I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to definitely have to do a little bit of research. Because I am the, what do you call that? Oh my goodness gracious! My mother asked me if I would cede her will. I'm not sure how you call that. Mary Beth, hello. Executor. My mother asked me if, a number of years ago, if I would execute her will. And how could I deny my mother? Absolutely no way. Stu, I'll never discredit that. He's my brother. Evan, hey, welcome. Goodness gracious. So anyways, these are some thoughts that weigh heavy on the mind. And until the questions are asked, I don't know what moms and pops have planned. Hey, Grace, welcome. I don't know what moms and pops have planned. And if they have things planned, they're hard in their mind. Executor. Yeah. Okay, Pamela, thank you. If they've got things that are hard and planned in their mind, that's okay, and I'll respect and abide by their wishes. You know what, Lori? That's a really hard question, and it does need to be brought up. We should, because I think it would be a better use, a better, a better. I'm looking for a word here. A better, not lineage. That's not the right word. A better legacy. I think it would be a better legacy for them to, to eventually see their grandchildren on that land. I would see that as a blessing. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a series. It's a big talk, Lori. It's a big talk. Big talk. All right. So I got to, there's some stuff to do. In lieu of that, like once we have that big talk, if, if that don't go well and they got their plans and they're hard stuck to them and this and that, well, my kids ain't doing too well down here. They're stuck down here too. They're barely making it. Old Guard, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for your service, by the way. Yeah, if that doesn't go to plan, then me and the kids, we got to think about moving way north to get something we can all afford, so we're not just spinning our wheels. That's all we're doing. Oh, Laura, you had to do all that stuff, executor wills, power of attorney and such. Okay. All right, I appreciate that. That's not easy. That's not easy. Lisa Devine, I most certainly will. Hey, Sandy M. Hope you're got some air conditioning on, or at least a fan on you down in Texas. Lori, I'm not exactly sure. Well, my car actually won't make it there. I can do in-town trips, but to drive it on the big highway, I need some work done on it before I can actually do that. This all this business shutting us down from work and all that and making money has turned it into a thing where we don't have money to get our vehicles fixed enough, so go do some travel or whatever. You know what I mean? And you know what, Lori? To be honest with you, I'm done with it. I want to go visit them anyways. We could sit out in the yard. Oh, Mr. Tom. All right, I want to read what Mr. Tom said. Hey, Sean, is it true Canada suspended elections till COVID is over? Mr. Tom, I don't know if that is true or not. However, I do understand it was suggested. It was probably suggested by Mr. Sparkle Socks. I can't say one way or the other. I don't have the facts on that. What I will say, it was suggested. Okay. Your son is getting your land. It's raw. All the things. That's awesome. All right, Sandy. Good. Oh, goodness gracious. You lost your dad when you were 14. Goodness gracious. And your mom when you were 28. Oh, my. Now you're losing siblings. Oh my goodness gracious, Lisa Divine. Well, my heart and thoughts and prayers go out to you. Oh my. All right, well, Lori, I may have to call on you on some of the nuances of how to do that. Things are so expensive up here. Hey, Northern Girl, how you doing? Things are so expensive up here. You know, not my daughter, my son, myself. We can't barely but live down here in the city. Can't barely do it. All spinning our wheels. And between the three of us, it's my son who can only put back about $300 a month if he's frugal. Oh my goodness gracious, Jeanne. All right. Send you my prayers on that. But there's got to be something else that can be done without all this you know, crazy money that's being spent just to stay in a city that doesn't barely pays you nothing. We're trying to figure out something different. Don't know how to do it. Don't know how to figure it out. All we can do is spitball ideas, which is exactly what we're doing here. And it's not easy. It's a rough go. Rough go. Hey, Northern Girl, don't forget to give Mr. Tom a nice hello. Him and the kitty crew, okay? Okay, hang on a second, Jeanne. You know what? I got so many texts from so many different phone numbers. I didn't log all of them into my contacts, okay? Nothing, no slight or nothing like that. I just didn't log them all into my contacts. And to be honest with you, I've still got 40 texts to look to mail stuff out, okay? So nothing personal at all. It's just, you know me with emails and such. Johnny, it's not just you. Come on, don't be like that. It's I just haven't looked at them yet. Northern Girl, you stay well and safe. Keep making videos, girl. People love them. All right, okay, Johnny. All right, I just didn't want to rub you wrong. That's all. That's all. And well, you only really need the ivermectin if you get the you know, thing. South Florida, if you know me in any way whatsoever, you know that I say, yeah, screw it. I'm just so tired. Yeah, see y'all in a couple of days. Sometimes I don't make videos for a week. A lot of times I don't answer any comments or questions on any videos. And it's nothing personal. It's just like, okay, I'm doing me. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do life. I'm trying to do YouTube, and trying to find the balance is it's a tough balancing act. All right, Stu, you stay well and safe, okay? Yeah, Sandy, can you imagine wearing a face diaper at 100 degrees? Like, goodness gracious. Yeah, you need to take a break. Not just your body, says Florida, but your mind. It's healthy to step away. Yeah, yeah. Every now and then, it's just like, yeah, okay, so I did this stuff. Not responding to anything. I'm just going to not do anything. I'm just going to live, be a person. Why? Because being a person is more important than any YouTuber answering any question. Don't get me wrong. Okay, don't get me wrong. It is important if you're going to have a YouTube channel to maintain your YouTube channel, the interaction with your folks that are subscribed to you, and this and that. And I mean, no one would have a channel if it wasn't for good subscribers like y'all. And sometimes when we need to take a chance to step away, we're not saying nothing to or about you guys and gals. We're just saying, okay, just need some me time. Whatever it is, you gotta go on a little vacay or take some time to get some other things done aside from what you're filming. But it is it's mentally important to take mental health breaks, not just from YouTube, but all other social media. Just give it up. Give it up. Step away. So yeah, just not gonna do it. And I mean, the folks that know you, they got your contact. They'll reach out, say, "Hey, bro, you good?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm all right. How you doing?" "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm just sitting out on the porch watching the clouds go by." Because we need to do that. We need to do that. Take a little break. Go do whatever it is you like to do. If it's fishing, go fishing. If it's riding a motorcycle, go ride a motorcycle. You know, if it's baking a cake or cooking or hanging out with your neighbors, whatever it is, go do it. Cut off the YouTube. Cut off the internet. Cut off the social media. Go hang out. Have a barbecue. You know what I mean? Go sit in your backyard and have a freaking fire. Sit there and have a fire. I used to do it all the time. But we've had it because of the Bologna, the Bologna 1-9er. We've had a fire ban here for what month is this? We've had a fire ban here for near 15 months. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Freaking awesome. Why fire ban? Because all of the firemen might need to be taken to be directed toward a coronavirus problem. Like, seriously? I don't believe that's the case, but that's what they were saying. So there's been a fire ban on here for 15 months. It's still on. Guess what? I'm going to burn anyways. I got a watering can beside me. I'm no idiot. I've been burning wood my whole freaking life. It's not a problem. Goodness gracious. No, I understand that, South Florida. Yeah, that's been out there for a good long while. Oh, Lua had a fire about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it's nice. You gotta have time to get away, and let's face it, guys and gals, we have to live our lives. We can't let this stop us from living. You gotta read a Laurie, when you were on vacation, you read a book? Okay. I'm sure a lot of it is Sandy M. Yes. So, anyways, guys and gals, Lori, you asked me if I was going on after, and well, the answer was no. But seeing as you asked, it's like, oh, well, all right. Seeing as it's Lori, it's like, okay, maybe for a little bit. So, um, I decided to jump up and just share with you guys a little bit what's on my mind and on my kids' mind, and what we're talking about, because it can be very important. So we're gonna have to dig a little bit more into that. And Tammy, yes, I agree. But so, anyways, Lori Austin, that's kind of why I jumped up, was because you asked, and I thought I'd share a little bit what's going on here in the minds of Mr. Tom. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. Not Mr. Tom. Um, I will share with you, I'm getting some stimulus from the government. And that's paying, it's paying for stuff, but it's not paying for everything. So, it's coming crash time. It's definitely not going to pay for everything. We're going to have to do something to augment that, or just maybe I'll get a call back to work. Hopefully, I'd rather work and make twice the money. You know what I mean? Not that I need twice the money. I don't need twice the money. There should be, Lori. Yeah. South Florida. Yeah, he looked happier. He looked like the stress was gone off of him. Listen, Jenny, you told me your brother's in Pickering. I know he's like 35 minutes east of me. That's okay. We can do that on text, okay? Hammer on the text, and that's my profession. I'm a drywall finisher. Now, I've got lots of professions. I'm actually a trained chef, drywall finisher, and I was involved in the let's just say the communications world in the military. Okay, so I got a bunch of different stuff going on. What can I do? You know what? I grew up on a farm. I've raised cattle. I know all kinds of stuff about tractors and hydraulics and all that sort of mischief and all that, and plenty of thing I can do. Hunted, fished, and all kinds of stuff. But as it goes right now, well, not right now because I'm not earning a living, but before now, I was a drywall finisher. Residential housing. Other people would come in and hang the drywall, and then I would finish it up to make it ready for paint. Hey, Youper, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, Sandy M. You know what? Some of those are the kind of some of the best people to have around you. Mm. Not to mention, in the military, I was an excellent marksman. I could put 5 rounds on top of a silver dollar from 100 yards with no scope. Yes, indeed. Been thinking about a cow. There, you could eat it. Oh, I see. You'll turn it into a pet, Maribeth. I get it. I get it. You really got to. Those of you guys and gals that are thinking about homesteading and raising chickens to put them in the freezer and stuff like that. if you start giving them names and cuddling on them and stuff like that, you got to treat them in a different way, right? You got to have your mindset set to these are meat birds. These hens are for laying eggs. There's stuff you got to do. Southern Belle teacher, even. Good evening, ma'am. How are you? Welcome. So, anyways, that's kind of my thought process with, I don't want to share that in my regular live stream. This late live stream that Lori kind of asked for. It's like, okay, all right, what's going on in the mind? What are you really kicking around? Conserve friends. My clock advanced from 11:58 to 12. No, conserve friends. It advanced from 11:59 and 50 seconds to 11:59. We're like 18 seconds to midnight now. Just bumped it up a little wee bit. Really? I got 41 people here? Seriously? All right, well, if there's all those people in here, chime in on. If there's all those people in here, smash that thumbs up. I've never actually ever said that before. All right, so if everyone could hit the thumbs up, because I like to see a lot of thumbs up. Nah, I don't even care about that. Who cares? No, I'm just talking about, what the kids and I are spitballing about approaching, uh, my folks. They're GMA and GPA, right? And maybe GMA and GPA would think it'd be a great thing to leave a legacy for their grandchildren, someplace, where their lives could actually matter in the lives of, the kids beyond. I don't know. We got to think about that. Ricarda, holy cow. Ricarda, $1.32. You're not bad. 14. Ricarda, that's cold. Is it winter there? Our friend Ricarda is in. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ricarda. I believe you're in Australia. So 14 degrees is cold there. Yeah, hammer it, guys and gals. Yeah, our friend Ricardo just makes this more of a global chat. It's freaking awesome. Awesome. Guys and gals, please excuse me just a moment because beer tastes like crap right now. Oh, okay, you got winter. All right. Fair enough. Because like a couple of weeks ago, I was hearing it was like 40 degrees. I'm thinking, what the heck? Now you got 14? There we go. Really? All right. Yeah. All right, guys and gals, I got a question for you. 287. 73 right now must be just beautiful. Go ahead and open up all your windows, Mr. Tom. Well, don't let me tell you how to manage your own thing. You know, you got either air conditioner or you manage it by windows or whichever. Tammy, I totally lost a cube of ice. I sure did. Sure did. But guys and gals, any of you that have been in here for a minute or two, can I ask you guys and gals to chime in on what your ideas? Oh my goodness gracious, 94%. Yeah, leave them windows closed, Mr. Tom. Man, those outdoor kitties, they must be tough. Goodness gracious. But guys and gals, no kidding, Tammy. Yeah, it's just anyone who's got an ear, obviously you do. Appreciate that, Tammy. I appreciate you. But listen, guys and gals. Okay, so from the stuff that I was saying earlier, my kids and I are thinking about, and to be honest with you, neither of the three of us got a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of. However, we do have the potential to make an income for the rest of our lives. We're going to throw the idea at my folks, buy their place, leave them on there for the rest of their lives, and obviously we'll care for them and cook for them and love them. I mean, they're our folks, right? And maybe that property won't go to forfeit when either my father or mother passes, so that the other can go to a home and this and that. I'm not sure what your guys and gals take is on that, but I would like if you could chime in. Well, Sandy Ann, there is Social Security, but it's a joke. It's something, but it's kind of, like a little bit of nothing. Social Security won't look after your taxes. Let's just say that when you're retired. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure if I should be strong-minded about it or be loose of mind and let what my mama says. Well, whatever they write in the will, we got to see to anyways. I don't want to persuade them hard because I want them to think for their own minds. All right, Lisa. Okay. I kind of tossed the idea out there a little bit one time before, and I didn't really have any nibbles on it, so I didn't pursue it. Okay. I think my daddy's got too much pride. Like, okay, this weekend coming here, it's going to be Father's Day, all right? Last time I saw my folks was Father's Day last year, all right? And I brought them yet a second haul of groceries to put down in their pantry. My dad wasn't happy. He was not happy. He said, I thought you weren't supposed to do that anymore. I told him, I said, well, this is a Father's Day gift. No, Tammy, that was during. It was this time last year. It was right in the middle of you know, we had shutdowns and it was eased up so I could travel. And so I went there twice, and I brought them 2 whole pantry delivers. Tammy, go check my videos this time last year, dropping off pantry deliveries to my folks. I don't think I made videos of it. I might have made some, but my father is prideful. I believe that my father feels like, yeah, he's old school for sure. And I think if I give him a hand, he feels like I think he can't look after my mother. And that's not what I think at all. That's the opposite of what I think. I'm thinking, I'd like to give you a hand so that if you guys don't have to go out to the grocery store when it's dangerous to do so, hang on a second, look at all this stuff you got in the pantry. You don't have to go out. There's someone in the chat. Go on and help out Jeffrey there. I think so, Lori. I mean, Mr. Tom, yes, that is the case. Printing it like there's no tomorrow. Thank you, Cliff. Tell him why. He might not know that, but that's okay. Lisa Divine, all right, hang on a second. Okay. I understand what you're saying, Lisa. And I probably should, but I don't think I've ever got the gumption up enough to speak that forward to my father. You know, when my father talks to me, you know, his word is his word. And I mean, in certain cases, you don't ever say a word back to that. You understand what I'm saying? You respect your father. So it's tough for me to approach my father and you know, when he doesn't hardly say a word of spit, even if his mouth is full of it. When he comes out and says, I thought I told you you're not supposed to do that again. All right, hang on a second. Like, I'm 50 years old. It's like, okay, this was your Father's Day present. I brought these things for the pantry for your Father's Day present so Mom could make you cookies and such. You know, I had to like kind of defend myself. So he's a proud man. And he shouldn't be. But in a way, it does interrupt how we communicate. Because when when my father speaks a word, I listen. I hear it, and yeah. Okay, so the military part of me kind of comes in and snaps to as well. It's like my drill sergeant said, you know, stand up straight and, you know, do this and do that. And then my daddy comes in and says, well, you shouldn't have brought me this. You shouldn't have done that. It's like, oh, I'm kind of snapping too as well. And I need to separate the two. I need to learn to separate the two. Because, you know, time is coming where I can do definitely less drill, as a drill sergeant tells me. And, you know, I guess my daddy can say stuff and I can defy him and bring him a second load of goods. He was not happy about that second load of goods, I'll tell you. Jeffrey, I guess, I do what's in my heart. Try to protect my mom and dad. If I can't do that, I'm no good as a son. No good. And I mean, this whole idea of my kids and I wanting to maybe make an offer to purchase their property from them and leave them stay there, maybe give them an income throughout the whole time of their rest of their existence. It's not trying to capitalize on the land that they have. If there's a portion of it owed to my brother, that's a thing, a legal thing we would have to do. No qualms whatsoever. No qualms whatsoever. I don't want to steal nothing. I don't want to take nothing what's not mine. And if my folks actually willed all that property to a niece of my stepdad, okay, I will execute that will. I'm not there to look to do any damage. I'm just trying to help us all. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out a way to help us all. So I definitely need to have a serious conversation, another serious conversation with my children. And we really got to sit down and talk to mom and pops. Do you want to take over the mortgage so that the house cannot be taken away in case either one ends up in a nursing home? That's a very interesting way to put it. Thank you, Lori, for that introspective. It's very interesting. Thank you. Mr. Tom, how many bedrooms in my house? I got one. I'm not living in a one-bedroom apartment. Now, my children, my son and my daughter, Mr. Tom, they rent a place together. And, my daughter, being handicapped as she is, she pays like a third of her share. And my son, being handicapped and working man as the way he is, he pays 2/3 his share. And it's tough on him. There ain't a lot left on the bone at the end of the month. Hillbilly, how you doing? Welcome. Hang on a second. I want to see what Lori just said here. My friend did that. Mom died. They took over a mortgage and dad lives there. Oh. Does that work out okay, Lori? I don't know anything about this. And I mean, for me, my pop is my pops is a hard fellow to broach. He's just he wouldn't, if his mouth was full of crap, he wouldn't say crap. You know what I'm saying? But he's a stern man. He's a God-fearing man. He's a good man. I'd like to do him right. Hey, Happy. I'd like to do my children right too, and I don't know how to do it all right and make everything easier for everyone. This is the only thing I can think of. Aside from that, I mean, if this idea doesn't work, then eventually my folks are going to go to a home, which would suck. My kids and I can't afford to live anywhere unless we move way, way north of here. Well, Cleon, welcome. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Thank you. Write him a letter. Oh, all right. Well, huh. Do I think it'll affect crops because oily and oily air, and I'm not sure what you're getting at there, hillbilly. Jeffrey, I'm just some guy. I'm not some prepper genius or listen. Any prepper out there ain't no genius. You know, we're taking the ideas from our forefathers, like for the canning and this and that. Like, so what? Yeah, all right, we got canned chicken. Yeah, canned tomatoes, and these aren't even pressure canned. Oh, very dangerous. It's gonna kill you. Yeah, whatever. Ground beef. I mean, like this is Swiss chard. You know how much money worth of Swiss chard there is in here? This is Swiss chard stems. Use it like celery. I'm nobody. I'm nobody. I'm no freaking genius. I'm just some guy doing my thing, trying to live, and you know, if there's anything I can grow in my garden that's going to make it free for me to have, like a whole bunch of tomatoes or the carrots or celery or cucumbers or green peppers or whatever, that's money you don't have to spend at the grocery store. With these increasing prices, it's crazy. Like if you can save all your money on vegetables that you can grow at home, then that meat that is so expensive out there now, maybe you can afford to go and get some. Like, I mean, come on. It's getting crazy. Oh, the grease plant fire in Illinois. I don't know about that. I'm not your news guy. South Florida. Am I going to do videos on oven canning? Go back into my history. I've already done videos on oven canning. And that's okay. I'm going to do some more, okay? Because I know a lot of people, you know, when they find another channel, they don't necessarily go back and watch years later. I'll do more. Yep. You just sent me an email. J&J, you should just send me text instead because that would be more effective. All right. I'll get to the emails. Oh, yeah. The inflation is crazy. I told you guys, I saw a steak this big. It was a strip loin steak, 3/4 of a pound. It was $18. $18. And it had a 30% sticker off it. 30% off sticker. Because it, went past its whatever sticker date they had on it. So it was $12 and still too expensive. It's like 3/4 of a pound. Mm. Yeah, Tammy. Shop the sales. Shop the sales. Can up whatever you can, for sure. Backwoods Barbarian. Well, hello. Hello indeed, and welcome. Oh, you got to go to bed? Okay. That's all right. You stay well and safe. Thank you ever so much for dropping by and saying hello. It was good to see you here. Yeah, Jeffrey. $18 for a 3/4 pound steak. And it wasn't even a really good steak. It was like a strip loin that wasn't well marbled. And it was really thin at one side and thick at the other side. It wasn't even really well cut. It was a piece of crap. That's where it's going though. So what we need to do is everything that we can grow, We need to do it. I don't care if you're in an urban environment or if you don't have any ground to plant in or anything like that. If you've got a balcony where you can grow some pepper plants, do it. You know, you can grow some lettuce in there as well, right? Hanging baskets. Right? Grow some spinach, no problem. Oh boy. Okay, hang on a second. That's not Bill. I was expecting a call from Billy. That's all right. $80 for ham, huh? There you go, Lua. $80, huh? Beautiful, Tammy. Yeah, 48 quarts. Beautiful. Nice. Very well done. Okay, so listen, guys and gals, Firefly Farm, that's Lori there. She's down in New York. She's just asking if everyone can chime in where you're from. And, well, Lori, I'll go ahead and say it. I'm in Ontario, Canada. I'm on the north shore of Lake Ontario, 1 hour east of Toronto. And Lori, you know I wave hi when you're down at your folks' place. I can actually see the shore of New York. Hey Eric, how you doing? Chime in, guys. Just so that Lori can know, I guess, to where you know she's talking. Goodness gracious, Mister Tom, it's got to be hot there now. It's cool here. We didn't reach 70 degrees. We topped out at 68 here today. And we're going to be walking on that a little wee bit. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer tomorrow, but after that, it's supposed to be cooler for a week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plant some cold crops. See how that goes. Maybe they sprout and then it gets hot and they'll bolt. We'll see. I don't know. Pacific Northwest, rain. Wonderful. Beautiful. Hey G2, how you doing? It's good to see you in here. I hope you're well. Yeah, chime in, guys and gals. So what do you guys and gals all think about this? You know? I'm thinking this is going to be my next stage of preparedness. And it's going to be a major change. If it's not going to be that, it's going to be something else. If it doesn't happen to be that, that's okay. It will be something else, but it will be major. Can't keep doing what I'm doing. It just stinks. Reeks to high heaven. Why am I paying for somebody else's, you know? Everyone should leave the city. Move to the country. Get out. Get out. Well, Lisa, that's, you know, that's the way it's going to go. And I mean, not really going to be too much choice about that. So we're definitely going to have to throw it out there. Yeah, Tammy, I got a bunch of those larger canning jars. I love half-gallon canning jars to store my rice in. I don't use the bags with the Mylar and all that. I don't do that. I use half-gallon jars for that. I'm not saying one is right over the other. I think they're both good. You know what? Either will last 30 years or better. Like, goodness gracious. All right, guys and gals, think about this. All right, so when I got married, before I had my son, who's about to turn 30 here, okay? Oh, you're born in New York, Mr. Tom. I did not know that. All right, all right. I see you guys and gals chiming in. Yeah, you escaped out of there. That's cool. If I had my way, how would I live? Small property that I could homestead, sell the produce off, and I don't need a fancy living. I don't need a new car. I don't need a new car. Have you guys seen my busted ass vehicle? It's an '06. It's old. And it needs a ton of work. It's probably cheaper to do the work than to buy something else. But maybe I could buy something else that's more reliable, and we'll see. I'm not a fancy guy. Like, do I like old stuff? Sure I do. But I buy this on the cheap. This couch here, I paid $70 for it. All right? That lamp with the marble base on it, I paid $15 for it. I don't live expensive. However, I know how to buy well. All right? So, nah, I don't need no new horse. $224? All right, Lua. Lisa Divine. I've got $85 into this couch and that lamp. Seriously, $85. Yeah, I shop very, very frugally. Bug Dude, I saw you in here earlier, and I apologize that I didn't take the chance to say hello. So, hello indeed. Bug Dude, I hope you're well. This $70 couch that somebody wanted to actually throw out. And I said, no, I'll give you $70 for it if you help me carry it over into my house. So they did. You got to think smart. Like, certain things are worth paying for, especially if they want little money like that. You do that, and you kind of make investments in yourself. All right, guys and gals, I guess I've got a conversation to be had between my children and I, and my folks and I. So that's pretty terrifying for me. That's not going to be some easy conversation to have. Oh, G2, he killed that Toyota? All right. Well, that's surprising. Toyotas, and well, yeah, Toyotas run forever. Your house is decorated. Early American yard sale. That's the way to do it. What's up, Dees? How you doing? You know what? Yeah, that's Bug Dude just said, yeah, you could possibly move too fast, and you don't want to force things for sure. It's a very delicate situation. Lisa, I suppose that's a good idea. That might be well said. Oh yeah, Tammy. Well, we talk to each other every couple of weeks or something. I just call my mom and say hi and ask her how she's doing, and it's really always the same answer. You know what I mean? Hey, Raptor. So, but I think my mom's mental cognitive ability is going down, but Pops is going strong. It'll work out one way or another. Yeah, yeah, it will. G2 wasn't that an amazing video? Yeah, that was good fun. That was good fun. And I hope other people participate in the next upcoming videos. No, that's okay, Ricardo. You do what you do. Appreciate you seeing. I appreciate seeing you here. Goodness. All right, all right. So I'm getting a general consensus. I'm just gonna have to man up and bring it up to my pops because he's the uh, he's the patriarch. I could suggest it to my mom, and my mom could whisper it in Dad's ear, and he may or may not take it. But I got to talk to him because he's the reasoning patriarch. That's a bit of a scary challenge, but I guess I've never approached anything in my life that wasn't worth value without being a little bit fearful. Lua, do what you do. So, all right. All right, then it comes down to this. I'm going to have to talk more to my children to make sure they're on board. So they're going to have to speak for themselves too. I can't speak for them. They're going to have to say their own words. Hey, Lisa Divine, you know what? I've always taken the chance to thank my father for being my father. Always have. Always told him he did a good job, even in his failures. Like, he lost a farm, a 360-acre operating beef and dairy farm. Still told him it was not his fault and that I was proud of him. Always told him that. It's not my place to judge a man for how interest rates go. He was my father at the time, and I was a young kid. He was raising us on a operating farm, and you know, interest rates skyrocket. All of a sudden, he can't pay the bills. It's not his freaking fault. However, he still feels badly about it. I've always told him it's not your fault, and he's cautioned me on talking about that. It's like, well, why would you do that? It's not your fault. It was the interest rates. You can't control the interest rates, and based on the income, like what a bushel of soybeans was paying at the day, doesn't pay your mortgage. Well, guess what? It's obviously not a viable thing. It's not you, it's the system that made that non-viable. He was doing good. He's a good man, good worker. Absolutely not, Lori. 100%, yes. But I mean, I tell him, I've had that conversation with him, to the face, and he has a hard time. If I bring food, he feels unworthy, or that he can't provide. And like, I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? That's not it. Skirt Ellen's Corner, thank you ever so much. I appreciate that. We've got some difficult. We have some difficult bridges to cross. And in order to cross them better, we're going to have to stay together to do it. Your dad is like that too, Bug Dude? Proud? Yeah. My father is a God-fearing man, and, you know, I believe he understands the Bible and knows about it. And I'm not sure if pride is a sin or whatever it is, but I guess we'll see. We'll see. It's all we can do. Anyways, Lori, you asked if I was jumping up next, so I did for you. Thank you ever so much for being here. All of you who chimed in, Mr. Tom, all of you, I appreciate each and every one of you. Lisa Divine, I will definitely keep you posted. There's a hey Gvon, how you doing? There's something that needs to happen. Like, there's a stagnation happening, and there's something that needs to happen that to sort it out. I'm not sure how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I've never done anything like that before. Oh, okay, Lori, I read what you said. I'm not going to read it out, but I understand that. All right. There's a lot that needs to happen. So we'll check it out. We'll see how it goes. if there's negotiations to be had or news or whatever, I'll share it. Don't get me wrong, guys and gals. It's not going to happen on a real quick timeline, okay? Like, it's personal, so leave me time to deal with it. Hard things, but it would be good. You know what I mean? So, with that, guys and gals, I think I'm going to end this. Unless you guys, gals, if you got any questions, hammer them down in caps for me. I'm not just going to keep rambling on here. Hey, G2, you forgot 2001. Yeah, it's totally barfy discussions. He's a very proud man and a very good man. Not so remote. He's a very, very proud man and a very, very good man. You know, he always provided well for his family. And when that farm got stolen out from under him because of the interest rates, he felt demasculated. So when I brought them food one time, then I brought it another time, second time, he was like, I thought I told you not to do that again. It's like, no, 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 no. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Lori, yes, I need to go. Yes. Lori, is that offer still on the table? Yeah, well, sometimes you need a hand, you know? Sometimes you can't just do it on your own. Have I picked up any good music lately? No, Eric. I've been listening back onto some of the stuff I loved before, like Queens of the Stone Age and Soundgarden. I'm just I haven't found anything decent that's new. Some blues. I've heard some blues recently that is good, but life things, guys and gals. Well, whatever they may be or whatever they might become, I'll go ahead and share that with you guys and gals. All right, Laurie. Well, I appreciate that. Okay. All right. Well, I'll pursue that then. Because, like, what's better than two Snow White kitties, right? All right. With that, guys and gals, I'm going to bid you all a very good evening. Stay well and safe. Don't forget to hold up your brother and your sister. And don't ever look down on anyone unless you're about to hold them up. With that, this is North. Out for now, guys and gals. Thank you, Lori.